Well, good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello, my friends. It's a pleasure that you're here with us again. My name is Carlos Vargas, and New Year, there's a bunch of new things that have happened, but especially we continue to use Zoom for most of everything that we do. We connect with it, we connect with friends, family, and for business for a lot of us. So a couple of new things that have happened is that we have capabilities when we integrate with different software to help you with it. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is how you can get your meetings to a new level right now in 2021. So let's dive into it right away. So one of the cool things is that I have additional controls on my audio. So audio is key for communicating with our friends and with our partners. So I'm gonna go into my Zoom meeting. So I have a meeting here and I can go into the microphone. And when I go, I click on audio settings and they are new levels. So I can normally adjust the volume. So that's basic. But one of the cool things that I have is that now I have different levels for the capabilities for how much noise I want to remove out of what I'm sending. And this is going to be very important when I'm actually wanting to send, let's say, music, or let's say that you're doing an event or you're actually presenting. Let's say that you're doing a class and you're actually wanting to have additional audio, or like the video that you saw me, I'm going to actually be able to pump that video into Zoom, but actually with a better quality. In that case, I can actually now detect, okay, I have just the background noise, or I actually want to remove even higher level, like when I'm typing. Let's say if you're hearing this, yeah, you're going to be able to remove that if you want to when you do a high level. But one of the cool things is that now I can actually add the option that I can send high fidelity audio. And what that means is that I'm going to be able to send then clear sound. Let's say that if you're a musician, you're actually presenting a video and you want to send that audio on a high quality, I'm going to be able to do that. And the way to do it is that when I click on audio settings, I can click here my high fidelity music. Let's say that you have people that are connecting to an event and you're doing an event, let's say on Facebook, you're doing an event, or if you're doing a conference and you're connecting with them, you're going to be able to enable this option here to have high fidelity. Now your audio going to go in higher quality. Okay, so that's the first option that you could do. Then let's say that you want to go into stereo mode. You can have stereo mode. That was a feature they enabled last year, but now you can combine it and have, if you, let's say that you have your microphone is one way, but also your videos, or you're actually presenting something that have dual, that's stereo. You can actually enable that. But then after you do that, you probably want to disable this option here. And the reason that I'm saying that is so you can decide how much volume is going to your meeting. Because if it's too high, it's gonna adjust automatically. But you want to control it, because for the audio, it's gonna make a difference. So that's the first thing that you can do now on your meetings. But I'm gonna show you a quick trick combining with a software that you probably know for a fact. And it is our trusty little friend, OBS. So right here, you've seen that I have OBS open, but probably you don't realize that on the latest version of OBS for both PC and Mac, they enable the option for virtual camera. Now you can bring whatever you do on OBS into your production directly into Zoom. What that means is that now I'm gonna do here something real quick. Okay, so I have now an overlay on my camera, and this is not something new that for OBS, but let me show you something. Now I can bring that into Zoom. Now you can have a production running on Zoom that I can then run at the same time, and I can have then an overlay on my Zoom session. Let's say that I would like to run a video as an overlay for Zoom. So when you're starting your meeting, that you can control everything. You can actually now, let me bring this back and I will show you how you can do that. You can actually add a video as a countdown. This will be, you can do a plus sign. You can add a video. So that will be a media source. And you can control it. And I'm going to show you how that video will show. So I want to put them both side by side. So I'm going to have here, and I'm going to have Zoom side by side so you can see how it interacts. So I have both cameras now, and now I can have so see, I am running a video now from OBS into my Zoom session, and I can have an overlay like I will do on live streaming. I can do that into a Zoom meeting. And this is combining OBS and Zoom so you can actually have that production. So now you can have a professional look. You can have lower thirds. You can do that with different software, but that will give you a clean setup directly without spending a cent, because now with OBS, you have that new feature of the virtual camera. Before you needed to add some third-party plugins. Some plugins did not give you a good quality, but now you can actually add it directly from OBS. So no third parties, no nothing. You don't have to install anything else. You can just do it from OBS. And this allows you to then interact and have a countdown. It could be a video. So why will you want to do this? One of the benefits of this is that it allows you to have high quality video. Difference that if you screen share. When you use screen share, your videos look choppy because screen sharing is not for video. Screen sharing goes really slow versus when you're doing a camera input like what I'm doing from OBS, it actually allows you to do it flow and it will work. So if I bring it back so you can see, all that I'm doing is that when I go into OBS, so I want you to see it here. When I have OBS open, all that you have to do is that on the controls, there's something that says start virtual camera. When you start the virtual camera, you can use it on any application within your computer. So you start the virtual camera, and then what you do on Zoom is that you select OBS Virtual Camera. That's all that you have to do. You select the virtual camera, and then you start it. So anything that you create on OBS, so let's say that you create a new scene, and I'm going to call it scene 2. Anything that I pick on that scene, so I'm going to do a Windows capture. I can select a display. Let's see, I'm gonna select Edge. Let's see if I want the Windows app. I can do that. Or if I want a display is what I want. There you go. I can now select my display, and I have now a display. So that's showing over there, and I can switch between my camera and my display. That's an option. Or you can actually create multiple scenes and you can switch back and forth the same way that you will do for a streaming, but have now a higher quality. So you see, when I switch, I don't need to go, well, let me just switch. Let me go and share my screen. I can do it directly from here. And if I want to add my camera, I can add that directly from OBS. So I can copy that. And now I can shrink. And let's say that I want to have my image back and forth. So right there, I am sharing my screen in Zoom, and I have it both side by side. And after I have it set up, I can be recording in high quality. So let's say Zoom actually records very small. You can have full quality. So if you have a camera that is full HD and you're sharing a screen, you can share it completely, and you can do your demos or you can do your presentations directly without a problem. My friends, these are some of the things that are brand new in Zoom, or that you can actually have it or use it in a better way in Zoom. Now in 2021, we depend on Zoom for a lot of stuff. So my friends, this being everything for today. If you have any questions, as always, leave us a comment and it will be great to help you with your questions. So we'll see you on our next video. Have a nice day.